Hello everybody, hope everybody's doing well, and thank you for watching. So I hope everybody's having a blessed weekend. So I want to share with you another haul from Ollie's. As I had mentioned in a previous video, I did go to like 5 or 6 Ollie's. So this is what I did pick up out of town when I went. This comes from 2 different Ollie's. These 2 stores didn't have much, but let me share with you what I did get from both of the stores. So the first store that I went to, they had a lot of these in different sizes, like different acrylic little containers, like plastic containers. So I really like these. I had purchased some of these before, I think from Hobby Lobby. These are by We Are Memory Keepers, American Crafts. But the ones that I had picked up from Hobby Lobby were similar, maybe a little bit smaller, and I really like these because you can use this for sequence mix, although they are a bit big for sequence mix. But I did pick them up to send like beads and charms, and I like that it has the hole on the top that you can embellish with a little charm or like a little dangle or a tassel. So these were $1, so not bad. I did pick up 3 only. I don't think I need more than 3, so I went ahead and picked up 3. Although when I was paying some of these items, the lady was like, this cannot be $1. Like, she ranked them up and they came out $1 because they were from the dollar table. And she mentioned, you know, the cashier, she's like, oh, I don't think this is $1. And she's like, I'm gonna need a price for these. And then I told her, you know, like, well, there's a table like in the middle that I got them from. Like, all of the items are like $1. It did have a sign that it said $1. Like, if they're ringing up for $1, you know, they are $1. It's not like I'm gonna go in there and some way or another change the price, right? So I guess she just didn't believe me that they were $1. So she also scanned these stickers, and I really like these because they're like a matte black and they're puffy stickers. So, you know, I picked one up only because I don't really use alphas a lot. But like I said, now that I'm scrapbooking, you know, I figure I could share this with my daughter as well. So I only picked up one. So she couldn't believe that that was ringing up for $1 as well. And so were these sheets. The page protectors, the refill for scrapbooking sheets, 12 by 12. There's 31 in here. So she was like, yeah, I don't think these are $1. So I told her about the table, and she's like, well, show me. You know, with kind of like an attitude, you know, like in her tone of voice. I was like, really, lady? Like, you know what you sell in the store. So I'm like, sure, you know. So she did, you know, I took her to the dollar table and I showed her, and then she was like, well, I guess if it does say $1, so I guess. So it just seemed like she wasn't too happy that they were ringing up for $1. I don't know. And then I found these, and there are 10. I was really happy about this. These are pink, and this pink, baby pink color. There's 10 in here. So I didn't know the price on these. These are by the paper company, and there are 10 in here. Didn't have a price. The box didn't have a price, but there were a lot of these. And I'm like, I think these are vellum. Like, I'm not even gonna try and get them out, but it looks like it's vellum. So, you know, I told the lady, this one, I really don't know what the price is because the box didn't have a price. So she scanned them and she's like, well, it looks like they're $1 too. And I was like, okay, sure, I'll take them. I had picked out like 3 of them, and they are vellum. So I was super happy about this find because, you know, I love vellum. I love working with vellum. And this is very pretty. As you can see, it's vellum, like a baby pink color. So I'm glad I picked up 3 of those. And then I also picked up 2 of this. These are the pastels. I had not found the pastels. I had found, I think, the brights, or the one that has like the sticky on the bottom, on the back. And I had not found the pastels, and I only picked up 2. I mean, I do have other pastels, you know, from Michael's and stuff. So I'm like, oh, I don't need that much, you know. So I only picked up 2 because I do use pastels a lot. So I figured 2 would be more than enough. And then the hubby found this one for me. It was the last one. These are Primary Geo. So that's what they look like. So I went ahead and took a look. I can use that with the mermaid theme. So this was the last one. There was no more. So I just went ahead and picked it up. I'm like, huh, for $1.99, look, bee theme. I can use that for the bee. And I really like some of these colors, orange for fall and these red ones. So I want to use some of these for fall crafting. So I went ahead and picked that up. And then I also picked up like a cupcake carrier, but it's cute because it does have like the stand. It's like a stand and the carrier at the same time, because it has like, it's round for your cupcakes, and it has like, you know, the bottom part, and then it has like a top, like another round thing for, you know, a cupcake holder and stand. So it's cute because you can carry them, and you can use that same container to leave your cupcakes on, like to have at a dessert table and whatnot. So I really liked it. That was $9.99. I'll put a picture at the end. And since, you know, I figure I could buy it for the grandbaby's birthday, for her birthday party that we're going to be having in the future, got permit. So I did pick that up. And then the other thing that I picked up at that store was this Craft Smart glass clay cutting mat. So I have one, but mine is from, it's not a Craft Smart. It's from maybe American Crafts, I think. Not sure. But I really like the color on this one, like a minty, greeny color. I just figured for $4.99, like I would get this one. And I'll probably use this one to like do my pictures for like Instagram and stuff, because I usually just use this mat down here, but since this is where I craft, it's so dirty, and even though I tried, you know, cleaning it and taking off all of the glue residue, sometimes it just doesn't come off anymore. So I figured for $4.99 I could use this one for pictures only. Then I eventually, after, you know, she rang up some of these items and she did see that they were $1, you know, I went back and I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna go get a few more things. So I did pick up 2 more of these, because I'm like, well, for $1, I don't, you know, I'd rather pay $1 now for 31 than to have to go back to Hobby Lobby if I need more and pay, you know, you're not gonna pay $1 for 31 at Hobby Lobby. So I did go back and picked up a few more, and I did get like 2 more packs of the pink vellum. So that was at one of the stores. So let me move this out of the way so I can share the rest with you. All right, so the items that I'm about to show you came from a different store at another place that was like almost an hour away, an hour and a half, but everything was like on the way coming home. So that is the one that I told you that I had mentioned. They had like the Brave and Bold by Amy Tangerine, the Project Pats, and they also had the Buenos Dias, and they had the Jen Hatfield one, and they were $4.99, which is not a bad price if you need them and don't have those collections. But because I already do, I decided not to pay the $4.99, so I put those back. But I did find, they didn't have much either, but I did find this one by Park Lane, Everyday Essentials. So it's more like, you know, I mean, I thought, here, let me get it closer to you. It's very, the colors are not too bright. They're very like pastel, like very, you know, it's a nice color. I feel like I could mix and match this with my pastels. I could use this for the fall as well. So I did pick up 2 of this one. So that is that one. These are the thinner kind of sheets. The thinner, thin sheets, like copy paper. So there's quite a lot in here. There are 180 sheets. So I did pick up 2 of that one. I also went ahead and pick this one up, the Astro Brights paper for $1.99. This is like the copy paper as well, but I figured since it is red that I could use it maybe for Christmas, you know, like layering it on top of like card blanks. So I figured that would come in handy. I was going to put it back because at first I did think like, oh, for Christmas. And then I was going to put it back and my husband was like, for $1.99, just take it. You will use it for Christmas. So I was like, yeah, you're right. So the other thing that I picked up were two of this one. This is the Basil. Let me see what color is this. Citrus. This is citrus, but it looks like a peachy corally, like very pastel. It's not a corally color, more like a peachy color. So I went ahead and picked up two because I don't have anything like in this shade with in my collection. It's like a combination of like orangey peachy color. Very light though, like a pastel color, and these are $2.99. So I went ahead and picked up two of those. And then I also finally found the blue one. I know a lot of you have found the blues, so I finally was able to find the blues. My store has not brought the blues, so I went ahead and picked this up as well. And then the other item that I picked up, I saw Stace buying this, and she reminded me of how a long time ago I wanted to make my own paper. Like before I started working with paper crafting, I wanted to make my own paper, never really got into it. So when I saw she had found the mold by Recollections, I was like, oh, that's pretty cool, you know, like if I find one, I'll probably pick it up so I can maybe give it a try. So I did. Well, they had two, the last two. So I went ahead and picked the last two. They were $1.99. And these are, let's see, 8.5 inches by 11 inches. So I thought, you know, that I would pick two up just in case. Just in case that, you know, I end up giving one away. It's pretty big, so I don't know if it would fit like in a medium flat rate box, because to mail it out, you know, that's gonna be a struggle. So I did pick up two, and they were the last ones. All right, guys, well, this was my Ollie's haul. Stay tuned. I still need to do one more haul. It'll be coming up during the week. I've been going to my local Ollie's, so I've been to my Ollie's about three times, so I have some collective haul from my local Ollie's. All right, guys, well, I hope you enjoyed this Ollie's haul. I will be doing a future giveaway once I'm done doing all of my Ollie's videos, which I need one more and I'll be done, and then I will put together a box of goodies for you. I appreciate everyone who watches my Ollie's videos. So I hope you are subscribed. So when it's time for that Ollie's giveaway, you know, you can have a chance to win that prize. All right, guys. Well, thank you so much. I hope you have a blessed day. Till next time. Bye-bye.